Hello, and thank you so much for taking your time to actually watch this video. I'm making this video really for anybody that's perhaps looking to embark on perhaps their own business. It might be that you're looking to actually pursue something which you've been dreaming about doing, and you might not perhaps have the confidence at the moment to actually go ahead and actually do it. I know that for me, even though I'm quite a confident person, there's been times in my past when I've worried about whether or not something will work, and I've perhaps not gone ahead with it for fear of what other people might think about me. So I think you need to, if you are thinking about doing some sort of new business venture, you need to, if you can't find it within you to actually go ahead and actually start doing it, you need to really sit down and write down the reasons why. It might be, and I know, like I say, for me in the past this has been the case, that you're worried that about perhaps what it is you're thinking about doing won't work. You might be thinking, well, I've got to lay out a bit of money and this probably won't work, or it might not work, or somebody else has told you that it's not going to work, and this actually holds you back. Now, if you're looking to do something which perhaps is going to cost you money, it's going to start costing lots of money to actually do, then I can understand people's reluctance, if you like, to actually, especially if you've not got a lot of money, to actually pursue it, because obviously you don't want to be wasting money. But I think, hopefully, if you think your business is perhaps a good idea, if you've spoken to friends and family about it and they've actually told you that it seems like quite a good idea what you're doing, I think you need to try and find a way to try and do it. Now, I know for me in the past, when I've looked at ideas and different things, you kind of get all these opinions. People talk to you about whether or not you should do it. They ask why you're doing it, and a lot of people are sometimes negative about what you do. And the trouble is, all these different things, they all culminate, and they really often outweigh the decision, if you like. And you kind of think, well, do you know what, it's easier not to do it. The trouble with not doing something is that it's obviously easy. It's easy to obviously take no action, but the trouble with easy is that you're going to remain in the same place. It's a bit like me with YouTube. I kind of like, it's a bit of a dream. It's something that I'm interested in, something I like doing. And when I first started doing it, I had my doubts. But you have to try and somehow push past that. You have to somehow kind of think, well, other people were doing things and achieving good results. Why can't I? Why can't you? So I think you need to kind of, somehow, read books about negativity, how to overcome negativity. Try and become more positive. Try and become this more, this person that can achieve. Because, life, there ain't no certainties in life. Life is a very uncertain thing, and you only really, obviously we only get one life. And I think if you've got a good idea and you don't perhaps try and pursue it, you're kind of, you ain't going to do it in another life. So why ain't you trying to pursue it and do it now? There's so many. I understand there's negative people, like I say, there's people that put you off things, but you've really got to try and push past that and live your dream. Take a plunge. Obviously, don't be investing and losing loads of money. I'm not saying that. I'm very sceptical when it comes to laying out money on new ventures, but but you've still got to look and think, well, hold on a minute, this, if what you're thinking about is good, if it's a good idea, if it's something which could work, if you've seen other businesses that are perhaps structured the same way, that perhaps offer a similar service, and you think, well, do you know what, I don't see why this wouldn't work. Well, why not start doing it? Why not just try and do it small? I think, everyone sees people. I know I've done it myself. I know people who are doing well at different things, and you kind of get impatient and you kind of want to jump forward and obviously be where they are now. But you have to understand that for them, they started off small as well. So, I think as well, a lot of people, that's something they worry about, that they think that, when they go to do something, when they go to perhaps, you know, do a business, that they've got to have every single thing that the bigger businesses have. It might be they think, well, they've got to have a proper sign written van, and they've got to have expensive literature, they've got to have all these different, you know, different things that make their company look big and obviously help their company grow. But I think you need to in the outset just concentrate on doing whatever it is you want to do, but doing it small. There's nothing wrong with doing it small and growing, because, you know, most things start off small. You know, you can use the analogy of an oak tree. It starts off from a very small, you know, acorn, seed, whatever it is, and from that tree grows. Well, that is the same with any business. Yeah, it's the same with any business. And, you know, your venture, however small, you know, it is in the outset, it doesn't mean that it can't grow and potentially give you a full-time income. I know for me, you know, I still work for other people. I still get I do lead. If you've seen any of my other videos, you'll know I do lead generation, and I'm, you know, effectively, even though I'm self-employed, I am still working for other people. I'm obtaining their business leads and they're paying me a commission. But again, it's something which I'm trying to grow to hopefully one day be big, where I've actually got automation, like ways of obviously generating leads without me doing face-to-face. But it all starts from somewhere. My where I'm at now, it all starts from, you know, from obviously the initial doing what you do and doing what you're good at, and then obviously trying to somehow automate it or take it forward from there. But you need to start. You need to you need to start this business. You need to start this venture, and, you know, don't make time an issue. You know, if some people think, well, I haven't got the time, you know, the reason, you need to remind yourself that the reason you're trying to perhaps do this new business or new venture, whatever you want to call it, it might be because this thing that you want to do is something that you love. It might be that it's something which you enjoy so much in doing. It's a bit like me with YouTube. I'm not earning no money at it, but, you know, but in the future, who knows? Who knows? You know, it's, you know, you have to put something in to potentially get something back. You're not just gonna, you know, click your fingers and then it all comes raining. The money comes raining down on you. It don't work like that. You've got to give out and to receive. Yeah. So, you know, back to your business, you've got to put into it. You've got to put in to it, and expect, I think, in the short term, very little reward. Because it's like I say, you're back to the analogy with the seeds in the ground. You're kind of putting these seeds out there. You're putting these, you know, you're kind of putting yourself out there and taking a chance, in the hope that these seeds grow. But they're not going to grow if you don't plant them in the first place. You've got to take action. Yeah, I know for me, you know, taking action is something when I was younger I struggled with. But I don't now. I don't let things that I think in the past have held me back, worrying about what other people thought about me, worrying about whether what I was going to do was actually going to succeed, kind of letting the negative aspects of my brain take over the positive, and obviously other people that were negative. I don't do that now, because you don't want to be listening to people that perhaps ain't worth listening to. Someone, I watched a video the other day, a big life coach, Stephen James, and he spoke about how people sometimes, you know, in the past made negative comments towards them, and how he kind of didn't take no notice. And he actually said, look at that person, look at this person who's passing comment on what you're thinking about doing, how they live their life. Are they just doing a normal job? They're getting X amount of money and they're happy with that, and they're not interested in pursuing and doing more, or perhaps having their own business, or perhaps improving their situation. Like he said, if you don't like how their life looks, don't listen to them. Yeah. So that's something which took me a while. It's very difficult. Sometimes it's difficult to ignore people around you who are perhaps putting a spoke in and making negative comments towards you about you or what you're doing. But don't listen to these people. Yeah, I think in summing up, you've just got to really, if it's something you really want to do, if it's something you're passionate about, if it's something that you know, who knows, in the future could potentially help you leave your daytime job, and it's something you want to do, you do it. And like I say, don't tell yourself you haven't got the time, because this is why you want to become your own boss and hopefully earn more money, perhaps in a way that is giving you more free time. This is the reason you probably want to do it, because it's going to give you hopefully more free time. Yeah, it might not be, that might not be the reason, but for a lot of people, I know for me, the idea of being able to do something perhaps online or on a computer, and obviously have more time freedom to be able to spend it with my family, is really why I got into lead generation, because obviously it's a way of me earning money. You can earn good money at it, and it ain't like a conventional job where you've got to go and you're trading like a day of your life for X amount of money. With what I do, lead generation, it doesn't work like that. I can have good days, bad days. It's all dependent on the leads I get. And yes, I am trading time for money, but I'm not doing it like most people do, where someone might go and work in a shop and he knows that if he does that job, he's going to get X amount of pay at the end of it, but he's never going to earn the money that he could earn if he got into lead generation. He's just not going to do it. But back to this, you stopping yourself, or something stopping you from pursuing your dream, your job that you want to do, your new business. You need to find it within yourself. You need to start educating yourself more on personal development. That's why I got into it. I wanted more for myself and more for my family. Educate yourself. Look at what's holding you back. Your confidence, your motivation. What is causing you to hesitate. Find these things that are causing you, that are stopping you from progressing and moving forward, and start to learn the secrets of the rich. I was watching something the other day, and this guy, he was saying, like, you've got to read, you've got to really push yourself if you want to achieve greatness. And greatness for some people could be becoming a millionaire, could be having loads of property and being out to live abroad. To somebody else, to someone like me, I think for me it would be to have no worries, to just be able to have a nice home, family, and be comfortable. Yeah, but you need to understand and kind of you need to understand that it ain't just going to happen. I know it's obvious, but so many people, they go through their life and they think that their life's going to get better, they're going to get this fantastic life, and that it's going to fall upon them. I'm 52 years old, it ain't fell upon me yet. It don't happen. Yeah, I look at my life now, I look at my situation now, I'm doing reasonably well, I'm not doing great, and I kind of think about how I'd be if I'd not done what I had done. I'd literally be on my arse. You've really got to take the bull by the horns and take responsibility for yourself and for where you are today, for where you are, for your level, yeah. And obviously, take tracks, take tracks to obviously move in a more positive direction. Look at perhaps if you're not into personal development, perhaps look at that. And I ain't saying watch. I'm not a professional development coach. I'm just talking about things that I know have helped me. But perhaps start watching some more people on YouTube about these areas that you think that you might be lacking in your life, the things that are actually stopping you from moving forward. It might be that you're thinking and worried about finance. I haven't got that. We'll start looking at ways to obviously borrow money more cheaply. I watched a guy the other day, Robert, I think his name's Robert Kiyosaki. He was the guy that done Rich Dad Poor Dad, and he talks about how he makes money now, but using other people's money, which I understand. Obviously, you can make. This guy's made fortunes, but okay, looking back on that, what he doesn't address is when, you know, it might be that you're a guy that hasn't got any equity or you haven't got any collateral, then you can't do what he's doing. So then you perhaps have to start, well, you know, you obviously can't do what he does, just go to a bank and borrow loads of money because they know he's worthy. But perhaps start thinking smaller and start thinking, well, you know, what business can I start off? You know, you might have different ideas. Look for the one that costs the least and perhaps give that a go. Yeah, I think the trouble with, you know, with all these videos that I watch on YouTube, they don't always address perhaps normal people, what I call normal working class people. But hopefully after you've watched this video, I've given you a little bit of encouragement and I've perhaps helped you think more about why you're not taking action, because a lot of the reason is it's I know for me when I was younger, it was worrying about what other people thought. Yeah, don't let that one thing hold you back, because these people that are making negative comments and perhaps pushing you in the wrong direction, if they've got like a mediocre life, their comments are not valid. Yeah, I hope this has been of help to you. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe. If you found this video useful, you know, if there's some good things in it that you perhaps think you know, have helped you in some way, I'd really appreciate it if you share it. Leave a comment, negative or positive. I'll always reply. And yeah, please subscribe. And I hope you watch some more of my videos, because all my videos, most of my videos are aimed at helping people, like what I call normal working class people. You know, helping them move forward, because life's difficult. And as I'm actually watching this video, making this video, I had a thing come up, a notification come up on my screen about apparently there's going to be, you know, the United Kingdom. There's warnings that we're going to go into another recession. So, yeah, we need to start taking action to obviously, you know, fight back. Yeah, let's start fighting back and start becoming more, and obviously living our dream. Thank you. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and you'll be notified when I bring out another video. Thank you so much for your time.